Good morning, students. Yesterday, we were discussing about a public prosecutor, an officer, an advocate for the state, that's India. Because responsibility of the state to protect the life of every citizen. So, the prosecutor is a person who produces the matters in front of a judge. Now we will come to the role of a judge. So, judge, you know what it is. The judge is an umpire and conducts the trial impartially. So, the public prosecutor is a person who is speaking for the country or the state of India. Because it was a responsibility of India to protect every citizen of the country. So one person has done some crime, beaten somebody. It was a responsibility of the government of India to protect me from any kind of beatings. Since it was not able to do, it tried to provide me justice. So it is the responsibility of the public prosecutor to protect me, defend me, and say that that person has done the case. Then the offense, he has attacked. So that is, he should be an impartial umpire. In the football ground, everywhere you can see umpires are also, he is only the umpire. But he is not on the spot where the thing has taken place. He listens or watches the documents, evidences, and listens to the witnesses, and he gives the judgment. So it is his responsibility. The judge hears the witnesses and other evidences presented by the prosecution and the defense. So there will be an advocate for the person who has done the crime. In cinemas, you might have seen that it is told, I was not present at the event when it is taking place. And the defense lawyer will never say that event has not taken place. He will say, my client has not done the mistake. It is somebody else has done it. The police has simply framed my client as a criminal. My client has not done the mistake. That is the work of the advocate who is, or a lawyer who is arguing for the criminal. He is known as defense lawyer. He is defending his client, telling that my client has not done the mistake. So, the judge hears the witnesses and other evidences presented by the prosecution, the advocate or a lawyer who is bound responsible to argue for the country, for the state. So that person, and the arguments will be between these two, the defense lawyer and the prosecution. Okay, they will be good. Okay. If the accused is convicted, then the judge pronounces the sentence. Sentence means punishment. So after hearing all those things, judge finds that the person has done a mistake. So judge will give the punishment. If judge finds no mistake, tells that this is not the person who has done the crime, judge can leave him free. He may send the persons to jail or impose a fine or both, depending on what the law prescribes. According to the mistakes, if he has beaten somebody, the judge cannot give him that he should be hanged for nothing. If he has done a small punishment, according to that punishment, a mistake, punishment can be. According to the mistake. Not according to the whims and fancies of a judge. It is written now what punishment should be given for a person who is doing this mistake. Okay. So if you pull the train chain in the train without any reasons, it is written there. It is written there. You will get 6 months imprisonment. So no, you have pulled the chain, so you must get 10 years imprisonment. Judge cannot say. So for that offence, you will get 6 months imprisonment. So that imprisonment will be discussed, and the judge will give that judgment. If not found guilty, the person is left free by the judge. Judge can say, this person has not done any mistake, leave him free. It is a responsibility of the judge. If the judge decides that, then the person can appeal. Now you know Babri Masjid case. The CBI court has given the judgment that all those names are there, they are not found guilty. Court has given judgment. So that now CBI, if unhappy with the judgment of the lower court, CBI can go to High Court. That's left to. But the judge has given the judgment. Yes. So just a little judge. So after hearing all the cases for 28 years, the judge has decided that all those names which are there are not guilty. Their names, their guilt reports are not there. So it is a judge who decides after hearing both. So defense lawyer and prosecution, both will be. Police have investigated, police have produced evidences, and the evidences are produced to the court. Court has told those evidences don't clearly tell that the accused persons have done the mistake. Somebody else might have done the mistake. These are not the persons who have done the mistake. That is what the court has given judgment on a Babri Masjid. Okay. A fair trial. Now, what is a fair trial? If the court judge decided to try a case very differently, no, he tells, no, this is not the place to listen to the case. If the court did not give a copy of the charge sheet and statements of the witness, the accused person is not given anything. Court simply tells, okay, you are done the crime, you get punishment, go. That is wrong. It is not a fair trial. So judge should listen to both the things and give judgment. Then only it becomes a fair trial. Everything, whatever is needed for the person to defend himself, telling that I have not done, that should be given to the person. Then only it becomes a fair trial. So if the court did not give copy of the charge sheet and statements to the witness, it is not a fair trial. If the judge holds the trial in a secret location where neither accused nor petitioner are present, only magistrate and judge and prosecution is present, or some others are present, look at him, okay, he has done the punishment mistake, so give him 1 year punishment. That is not right. Any secret places, any secret room, they conduct 2 or 3 meetings, they get, judge writes the punishment. That is not a fair trial. If a judge did not give accused person's lawyer enough time to question the witnesses, in the court you might have seen, the cinemas and nation might have seen, the witnesses should be questioned by the lawyer of accused. The lawyer of the accused has the right to question the persons who are telling that I have seen. So that is a responsibility of the lawyer. And who is supporting the accused? The person, the prosecution, witnesses of the prosecution, and instead have already decided that accused was guilty. Simply judge cannot decide. That is wrong from the part of the judge if the judge does that. Article 21 of the Constitution states that guarantees the right to life. Says that a person's life or a liberty can be taken away only by following a reasonable and just legal procedure. If if a person to be hanged. Sometimes the hanging punishment is given by the government. So when a judge simply feels that, okay, you have killed somebody, no? Okay, he will be hanged. The judge cannot do that. Because that person's life also is important. The government is, the state is going to take his life. He also has got right to life. When the government is arguing that you have taken somebody else's life, then your life is going to be taken by the government. If that person has not done the mistake, the police has arrested a wrong person, and police have produced a wrong person, and the prosecution also supporting that person to be hanged, and an innocent person will be hanged. That should not take place. So that is why the Article 21 of the Constitution that guarantees the right to life says that a person's life of liberty can be taken away only by following a reasonable and just legal procedure. So all proper trial should take place before a person to be hanged. Simply life should not be taken. A person should not be kept in jail also without. So then there's a problem. So as I told you in the beginning, mistakes will take place. That is the reason why all those things are there. So, but an innocent person who has not done any mistake, he might have moved that way. That person should not be punished for no offense. For that only all these procedures are. The trial could have been legal. If trial is like this, trial is not done properly, it becomes illegal. Not in accordance with the law. Anything after procedure, because we don't want any innocent person should be hanged, any innocent person should be troubled. The person who has done mistake should be punished, not anybody who has not done a mistake. Okay. So the trial to be held in an open court in public view. You know, when a court cases are going on, you can go and stand there. We can listen to any cases, any court, no restrictions are. They will check, for Supreme Court, some courts, they will check. Otherwise, not anybody we can go and stand, but you cannot speak a word. Because they will be arguing there. Sound of your talking hears, the judge can give you punishment for 1 day, 24 hours standing punishment, sometimes they will be. That power is good. Because the judges should listen what the talking is going on between those advocates. And accordingly, as per the listening of the case, only the case judge writes the judgment. So you can go and listen anyhow. So it should be open. The trial to be held in an open court in public view. Anybody can see. So the family members of the affected person, the accused also can see. Here, they can be presented there. No restrictions in such kind of things. The trial to be held in the presence of the accused, as accused to be away, and in a court. That is why the criminals who are there in the jail will be brought out from jail to the court to hear the cases. When if they are on a remand in the jails, if he is having another case in him, he will be brought to the jail by the police. So it is all those things. So the accused can be defended by a lawyer. As permission is given. In your testimony, there is a lawyer, is a lawyer, is given there. The accused persons or a defense lawyer should be given an opportunity to cross-examine all the prosecution witnesses. The prosecution will say, this person has seen the crime. This person has taken the knife, and just I saw him moving that side. I saw him talking with them. I saw him taking the knife and hitting, or I saw him shooting down. All those things a witness will say. So it is then the lawyer who is supporting the accused can question him. If you are at night, how did you see that? Are you sure that this is the person who has done it? You might have seen the cinemas like that. They can ask cross-examination. It's known as cross-examination. They can do it. It's a defense lawyer can do it. Defense lawyer is a lawyer who is arguing for the accused person. The person who is said to be the criminal. He will be declared a criminal once the court gives judgment. Till the court doesn't declare him as offender, he is only an accused person. He may be left free by the court. Okay? So, the accused persons or defense lawyer should be given an opportunity to cross-examine the prosecution witnesses. Although the police filed a case of the theft against accused, that is in our textbook, the story of Shanti in the textbook, the judge assumed her to be innocent. Here you see, in our textbook, the case is given that one lady has stolen something. So, judge doesn't come to preconception before the court and okay, she is a maid servant of that house, so she is a thief. Judge has not taken a preconception instead of mind, and judges should never do that also. Judges should hear the case. So, in the textbook that is happening. Then, it was the responsibility of the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the accused was guilty. This is a responsibility of her. So she was brought to the court telling that she has done the mistake. Argument started. So that is what happened. In this case, the prosecution failed to do so. Prosecution could not 100% prove that this lady has done the case. Evidence is as per they say, money is there, all those things, the family tells. But really, it was not. So it is not a crime to have own money in the pocket. So that is it. It is like significant that the judge decided that matter only on the basis of the evidences before the court. After evidences were available, according to that, the judge gave the judgment. The judge did not jump to the conclusion that accused was the thief just because she was a poor maid servant. Since she is a poor maid servant, it is not a compulsory she should be a thief. All the persons, all the thieves are, maid servants are not thieves. And all the rich persons are not so much honest. It is not. All the places is there. So, judge did not come to conclusion she is a maid servant, she has stolen. He did not come to conclusion, he or she did not come to conclusion. And whatever. The judge remained impartial, and since the evidence showed that some young man and not accused was the thief. So then the police have brought another evidence of selling the jewelry. Then it was proved that the accused, that is the Shanti, she was not the thief, somebody else was. So naturally, she was left free. Another person naturally will be brought to trial, and if that person is proved not, then he will be also left free. So now Shanti is left free, other person is brought inside as a person who was offended, of done the mistake, the crime. Okay? She was an accused and Shanti was left free. Now, in Shanti's case, justice was finally done to her because she was given a fair trial. But you see how many days she has to go to court, how many days employment chances she has lost. These are the problems of ordinary people. She may not have money, and now she had paid money to the advocate who will pay for the expenses for her money for the trial. These are some of the things that happens because of the police investigation, wrong identification of the criminal. So the lady might have lost the job there, and she could not go for a job, and there is an advocate, and the public was still, she was left free, public was believing that she was a criminal. So all the problems, some of the psychological problems are in these cases. Okay, we are not going to discuss much about it. Okay, so the constitution and the law state that the police, judge and prosecutor should carry out their roles in a proper manner, impartial and proper manner. They must carry out. Which are there? The prosecutor, the judge and the police. Police is investigating, judge gives decision, prosecutor is a link between the judge and the police and gives the details. This means that they all need to work to ensure that every citizen, irrespective of their class, caste, gender, religious and ideological backgrounds gets a fair trial when accused. At a minimum, at least, she was left free. So they have not framed her as accused at last. Sometimes it may happen. So that should not happen. An innocent person should never be punished. The rule of law, which says that everyone is equal before the law, would not make much sense if every citizen were not guaranteed fair trial by the Constitution. That all are before equal, but it has to take place. Everybody should get a equal trial, fair and good trial. Then only this procedure is possible. Okay, thank you very much.